Hello everyone. Welcome to Confessions Jury, where people put themselves on the spot, waiting for your judgment. Sit comfortably and listen carefully, as you're about to hear today's cases. You hold the hammer and you apply the law. Let us have your verdict down in the comments section. As always, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Let's head on to our first case. Case 1. Am I the bad person for cutting off my best friend so close to her wedding? My 31F best friend, 30F, is getting married May 9th. We've been close for the last 16 years, since 8th grade. Recently, she's completely changed her attitude towards me and has been making super snide comments about my weight. For background, at the beginning of 2023, I was 250 pounds. My current weight is now 154. I've put in work because I was absolutely not healthy prior. My asthma was at its worst. Now I barely experience any symptoms, and my knees and back hurt pretty much constantly. Going forward, we will refer to best friend as Christine. At first, Christine was supportive. She said she would hold me accountable and encouraged me to send her gym selfies so she could hype me up. Christine is a plus-sized woman, around the same weight as my starting weight. I have never ever said anything to her about that. She's my best friend, she's absolutely gorgeous in my eyes. But when I lost the first 50 pounds, something just totally changed in her. She started commenting about starving myself, which I actually eat more food than I ever have before, it's just different than the fast food etc. from before. Once, while trying on swimsuits, she commented about my saggy belly and reached over and jiggled it. I've had that for quite a while as I'm a mom of 2, and my second I got very big, so a lot of stretched skin. It's also always been an insecurity of mine. The responses to the gym selfie also changed. Instead of "you got this" and other uplifting comments, it turned into nice cool thumbs up, so I stopped sending them. The vibe felt way off. After I stopped sending them, she seemed to get better with her attitude towards me. I also completely stopped talking about my weight loss. Beginning of 2024, Christine moved in with her fiancé, which makes her 3 hours away now. So we stopped seeing each other as much as previously, which was about once a week. We'd be lucky to get together once a month now. At one point, it had been 3 months without seeing each other. I had gotten to 175, and as soon as I walked to her at the restaurant, she went from smiling to looking annoyed, looking me up and down. Again, the vibe the entire meal felt so off. She at one point said, "That's what you're ordering?" and rolled her eyes. I let it go. Now, this just happened on Friday. The restaurant scenario happened in July, and I've seen her once since then. I am obviously now at my lowest weight. I don't know her other bridesmaids, I am the MOH. I've only met her one friend one time prior. I feel this is an important detail because why would anyone defend me is the point. We meet up at a bridal shop to pick out our bridesmaid dresses. She is asking for us to go with a specific floral print, but any dress style is fine as long as they're all either short or long. Christine doesn't seem to like anything I've tried on, and every time I come out in a different dress, it's just a bunch of hurtful comments that really accentuates your saggy skin. OMG. Someone grab her some Spanx. Followed by her and majority of the other BMs laughing, except for one. That one hangs off you like a potato sack, no curves. Somebody get her a cheeseburger, which is crazy because I do have curves still, and I still eat cheeseburgers. In the end, she said the style was up to us, so I picked one that has off-shoulder straps and a small slit, but nothing too scandalous. The part that really upset me was the lunch afterwards. We went to a buffet-type place, where you put all your ingredients in a bowl, and they cook it for you. It's second nature for me now to just get things that I know are still going to keep me satisfied, but meet my calorie goals. So instead of noodles, I got rice, chicken, fish, shrimp, a ton of different veggies, and a light sauce. I didn't do the buffet option, I just got the one bowl as well because I knew I wouldn't be able to eat more than one. The comments about starving myself just came pouring in, as well as looks exchanged between her and the other bridesmaids. At one point, I excused myself to the bathroom and cried while texting my husband. He told me to just come home, so I made up an excuse and left. While walking out, the other bridesmaid who didn't join in on any of it pulled me aside, asked for my phone number, and sent me a ton of screenshots from a group chat I'm not in of her comments just totally making fun of me. Saying I think I'm better than her because of my weight loss, that there was no point to any of it because my loose skin just makes me look worse, and many more of her tearing apart my body. Mr. Krabs without his shell was one of them. All of this to ask, would I be the bad person if I just dropped out of the wedding and completely cut her off for all this? I know with it being 6 months out, and me being her MOH, I very well could be the bad person. But I don't know if I can handle 6 more months of this. I don't understand why she is acting this way towards me, but I know this will shake my newfound confidence if I continue to allow these comments. Should I just suck it up and cut her off after the wedding? I know she's been hurting me, but I don't want to hurt her. I love her. 16 years is a long friendship to throw away. Any insight is appreciated, and I apologize for the length. What do you guys think? Lay down your ruling in the comments section and let's move on to our next story. Case 2. Am I the bad person for not inviting my sister to my wedding after years of her sabotaging my relationships? I, 29F, am getting married in a few months to the love of my life, Jake, 32M. Planning the wedding has been a dream, but one major issue has been my older sister, Sarah, 34F. Sarah and I have always had a rocky relationship. She's the golden child in our family and has always been competitive, especially when it comes to me. Over the years, Sarah has sabotaged every relationship I've had. She once flirted with my high school boyfriend so much that he broke up with me and asked her out. She said no because of me, but the damage was done. When I introduced her to my first serious adult boyfriend, she joked about how I'd still snore like a truck and made fun of me in front of him. He later admitted her comments planted doubts in his mind about me. When Jake and I started dating, I made the mistake of introducing him to her too soon. She pulled the same antics, calling him her future brother-in-law in a flirty tone, making sly digs about my personality, and even telling him I wasn't the settling down type. Thankfully, Jake saw through her behavior and reassured me that it didn't bother him. However, it did bother me. When I brought it up to Sarah, she laughed and said I was too sensitive and needed to learn how to take a joke. She never apologized. When I got engaged, Sarah initially acted excited, but then the comments started. She made fun of my dress choice, mocked our wedding theme, and told me I'd probably chicken out before walking down the aisle. I've tried to brush it off, but deep down, it hurts. After much thought, I decided not to invite her to the wedding. I don't want her negativity overshadowing my day. When I told her, she flipped out, saying I was ruining our family dynamic and being petty. My parents are pressuring me to reconsider because she's your sister and family is forever. But I feel like I deserve a drama-free wedding and, frankly, some peace. Am I the bad person for not inviting her? What do you guys think of this one? Let us know in the comments section and let's move on to our next story. Case 3. Am I the bad person for not giving up my coat? We recently had a professional photo shoot at work, and I decided to wear a sweater for the occasion. I was the first in line for the shoot, and since it was a chilly day, I kept it on. About an hour later, one of my team members approached me with a lady from another department and started telling her that she could try my sweater on and see how it looked. Confused, I asked what was going on. She explained that the lady's outfit was an off-the-shoulder dress, which wasn't very professional for the photo shoot. They wanted her to borrow my sweater, take a picture, and return it quickly. Honestly, the way it was phrased didn't feel like a request, it came off more like a command. Being new, I guess some people feel they can push boundaries with me. I told her politely that the sweater wasn't an option because it was actually torn. However, she shrugged it off, saying she didn't mind since it was only for the photo shoot. To offer a solution, I mentioned that I could edit her photos afterward to make her dress look more suitable, like a round neck style. I thought this was a reasonable compromise. But instead of discussing it further, they both walked away with a dismissive whatever kind of vibe. Now I'm left wondering if I should have just let her borrow the sweater. It would have only taken a few minutes. I can't help but think about the impression I've made as someone new to the team. You've sat down, you've listened. Now, it's time to state your ruling. What is it gonna be? Let us have it down in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more cases like these. In life, we may run, but we can never hide from true justice. Stay safe, everyone.